Hey guys, so I'm making a video now, um, showing something that I believe, isn't quite right. I noticed it the other day. Let me show you. There was some powder on it, but I thought the powder came from like a foundation that it had because the thing was by the bed. And that's where I usually put on the foundation, is by the bed, which is right here. But it was kind of shiny, so, and I didn't remember my foundation powder being any glitter or anything like that, so I was kind of questioning that. I didn't put a lot of thought into it, I just brushed it off, and I don't think I brushed it off, I think I just left it there. So now I am here after, returning home from the police station, and informing them of the situation that I'm enduring. And which, by the way, there is stuff everywhere. It's insane. As well as this window right here has been tampered with. I had those bamboos that were back behind this metal rack. That way, no one would be able to push them forward, because what you do is put a stick in there and push the screen forward. That way, no one would be able to do that. So that was evidently tampered with. As well as this big curtain over here. This big curtain here, I had hung up by the hooks. There's a hook on each end, and that's the way I have secured it. It's not secured that way now. Now it's put up a different way, and it was just the other day I'd noticed that they were peeking back through the windows. And another thing I noticed, I don't know how, but for some reason, just about every time I return home, Richard comes to the front, and we'll be sitting on the porch, or while I was speaking to the officer, he had told me that he had heard of people distributing methamphetamines through a fan to get it all over the place. And I already had one of those incidences with Henry, and I was wondering then where it all came from, but the point I didn't realize I didn't realize it. He played me really, really well. Definitely took advantage of me, make me feel like. Okay, my point for the documentation now. Back to this board. So I pick up this board. I've already told you how my hand starts to get that numb feeling whenever I touch. Given the fact that I'm trying not to touch anything, but very strong on that thing. I look at it, and I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the crystalline. I mean, you can tell you can see how it's been there. Maybe you can see it shine, but I don't know how the reflection works in the camera. See, there's some other qualities of that right there, like the melted. But anyways, so when I pick this thing up and I look at it, I notice that this corner right here is tore up. I never really gave it that much notice. I might have put this thing in my lap one time. Richard's the one that gave it to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ask Mr. Richard if there was a reason that he'd had to pull that corner up on it. Or what had happened to the corner, why the corner get pulled up. But what I saw to be the most interesting factor is the glue looked kind of fresh to me, and I didn't remember putting it where it was, which I left it right here where I had it next to the bed. I could have moved it, so I can't prove that I didn't, but I don't recall doing it, and I have a pretty good memory when it comes to moving things or where things are placed. So if you can see right here, where the corner is pulled up, I went ahead and did that. You see the glue, see how it's soft. So if this glue has been sitting for a while, I don't think it would be soft like that. So I got the feeling that we got something here. We will check that out. Let's go find out what Richard has to say about this thing. He's probably sitting outside my window listening. So let's go find out. Let's go find him. I don't need my phone here. I don't need nothing in here. You got everything. You know what time it is. Coming through the window. Won't be the first time. So what was he doing? Oh, I had that window. Why was he coming? Why is he doing that to that window? What the hell was he doing? Why was it being tampered with? See through the top somewhere? See this has, see this little clamp right here? I use these clamps for everything. Can you see that? Where's it at? Okay, they're here. I use these clamps to hold everything in place, which means this was attached to that. See? That's how it was. I want to know what else he did. Isn't it amazing how meth is going to just jump all the way up on top of this thing? That's pretty crazy, right? Oh, I wonder if he did something like that. Or is it just going through my shit he did that? But you can see where he came in here and plastered the ceiling. Isn't that crazy? See all those little spots? So he snuck in here once, plastered the ceiling. Covered up his little peeky holes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just get rid of this thing. I don't know if you have a camera on it or what it is, but this thing needs to go. So oh no, exactly what it is too. Why does that show reflection? That camera in there? You didn't type a camera? Nothing but knowledge. Fucking creepy motherfucker. You know, if I would have found one crumb of fucking... Look, that thing's back there too. Interesting. We're all the way down there behind the couch. Because that's where a person would, you know, be walking or drop their stuff or any of that for that fact. But he doesn't know that I've been getting high or anything like that. I stay as far away from him as possible. Meanwhile, he was the one that introduced me back to it. And it hurt coming back off of that. I trusted him. I'm a fucking idiot. I'll never trust anyone again.